Hi and welcome to Biker Talk. Before we kick off with this week's episode, remember to subscribe to the channel and follow us both here at Biker Talk and Motorcycle Stuff on Facebook or Instagram to be in the running to win this fantastic Segura Walt summer jacket valued at $220, courtesy of our friends at Motorcycle Stuff. Now let's roll on this week's episode with Ian from WHEELIE and the bike that will go anywhere, his Royal Enfield Classic 500.
My name's Ian. I've been riding since the mid-1970s and pretty much ridden any kind of bike you can name. I've always had a fascination with riding. My brother was, he was 4 years older than I was. He got a 50cc Zundap when he turned 16 and I fell in love with it and thought I can't wait to get one. Jumped on my very first bike, which was a 1974 Honda 504, which was the bike to have those days. I'd never sort of ridden before, jumped on it and off I went. Currently riding a Royal Enfield Classic 500 fuel injection. It's the last of its kind because they've discontinued it. And yeah, it's a different era. It's a different kind of riding. I think maybe it's my age now as well. I'm slowing down and the bike gives me so much more satisfaction and fun riding because now I can look around. When I was in India, I obviously saw some older Royal Enfields. When I came back to Australia, I thought, wow, maybe I should get an Enfield. And then I remembered how they drove and the kind of power they had. And in those days, I was riding a Yamaha FZ1, which is a naked R1. So I thought it's going to be a bit of a culture shift to get onto a 500. And then life happened and things happened to my health and I then decided I need to slow down, I need to really start enjoying life, and I questioned what is important in my riding. And I thought, you know, it's not about getting there quickly or having the most flash bike or the best bike. And I thought, I want a bike with character, I want something with a bit of history. And I bought the Enfield. I didn't take it for a test drive even. I just went in and I said, I'll take that one. And I've made it a little bit, put a bit of character in to make it more to suit my character. Well, I changed the mirrors first of all. I don't know what it is with most motorcycle manufacturers. They usually put the mirrors so all you can see is your arms. I wanted to put bar end mirrors. I didn't want to have modern looking ones because it just wouldn't suit the engine. So I was able to get the old Cafe Races 1960 mirrors, so I put those on. I looked at the bike and I thought, well, it looks a bit like an army bike. It's got the army brown. Let's convert it into a military type looking vehicle. So I bought these ammo boxes. And put them on, and they look pretty neat. I think they look really good as well. They're now totally waterproof, and yeah, so it gave it a little bit of character and uniqueness because nobody else has exactly the same bike on the road. And quite what's funny now is when I drive down the road, I actually have cars riding next to me, people videotaping. And you'll always get old guys coming at you, I remember when I had one, and the funny part is it's exactly the same as when he had it. There's probably been only subtle changes. Yeah, they rattle, but that's part of the charm. They're fun to ride, a lot of fun to ride. They're not a young man's bike, that's for sure, but they're very fun to ride. And it's only now that I've ridden this bike, I'm seeing things in Australia I haven't seen before. And an Enfield will go anywhere, trust me. You can go through rivers, you can go on unsealed roads. They're fantastic machines. I can't speak highly enough about them. By far India, without a doubt. A lot of people actually comment saying India is insane to ride, it's dangerous, whatever, but there's a freedom there. that I can't explain, and it's a slower pace. And because it's a slower pace, you actually can see the sights and the smells and the sounds and things like that. Yes, I got diagnosed with cancer in 2018. Wasn't so much a huge shock wake-up call for me, it was just what it was. My character is, whatever happens, I just handle it. So I was diagnosed with cancer and I was told, stay off the bike. And I thought, well, with the treatment that I was having and all the operations that I had, which ended up at, I think I'm on number 16 now, so that's quite a few. All those operations, there was a certain recovery period afterwards. I was probably about 18 months where I couldn't ride, well, let's put it this way, not ride, but couldn't ride very far. So I was limited to riding just to the shops and things like that. And at the same time, I was semi-retired. So I thought, well, I need something to do to keep my mind active, and also something to keep myself active with motorcycles. So I decided to start taking photographs. And yeah, I positioned myself on Bell's line of road because it's just around the corner, and took some photographs. I think the first day I took about 85 photographs and put them onto Facebook. And I remember at the time my friend saying to me, "You crazy, who's going to buy photographs? How are they going to find you?" I said, "Build it and they'll come," you know. So I thought, yep, I'll put them on and they'll come. And 2 turned into 10, turned into 20, turned into 100, turned into 500, and so on. And now, yeah, it's fantastic. I've made a lot of amazing friends from this. I was counting the other day, I must be up to about 250,000 photos I've taken now. If you can imagine a ride, riding is fantastic. You have a wonderful day out, but all you see is the bike in front of you and the bike behind you. When you come to the car park, you see all these wonderful machines, and then you go for your ride again. I see everyone for that day. I see hundreds coming past me, and it's fantastic. I've seen some amazing motorcycles. It's actually my stepson, Dan. I was on Bell's Line of Road and we had arranged to meet, and he was coming up from Sydney. And he used to ride a S-Rad Gixxer 600, and it was matte black. It was a beautiful machine. So I was standing on the road and I told him specifically exactly where I was. So he was riding up and I heard him coming because it was a pretty loud and noisy bike. Came up the road and I saw him. I'm starting to wave and he didn't see me, and I'm waving and whatever. But as he came past, I noticed that his backpack that he had actually put onto the back of his bike, it had fallen off, but it was hanging on by the ocky strap. So he was dragging his bag behind him, and it's still the funniest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, I see funny stuff. And that makes my day and makes me carry on. But yeah, I see some amazing machines, amazing gear the guys ride. It makes you realize or acknowledge that there's motorcycle riding. There is no limit to how much money you can throw at it. I work with Stay Upright. Now they're a fantastic company. The good thing about it is all the instructors are like me, passionate about motorcycling. Everybody loves it because they're passionate about it, and that comes through with how they train, and the students feel it. I remember when I came to Australia, when I came here I had to convert my license. And when I saw the guy doing the course, I thought, gee, how do you get a gig like that? You know, talking bikes all day, testing guys, how good would that be? And I forgot about it. But during my treatment, on a Facebook post, just random came up, do you love riding? Would you like to teach people? And I thought, there it is. So I applied. I'm able to now share not only the course and the structure of the course, but I'm able to share some of my own experience, which hopefully will give them the same passion that I've had for motorcycling and keep people safe. Because the thing I hate to hear is when people say motorcycling is dangerous, and it's the nut between the seat and the handlebars. It's the person riding it dangerous. As long as you've got the right attitude and you do the right stuff, it's no more dangerous than doing anything else. Yeah, I'm actually a lot better now. My cancer disappeared after having immunotherapy. I went from a 3-month biopsy checks to 6 months, and this is my first annual one, so I'm hoping that that'll be clear as well. And yeah, I'm getting, every day is a little bit stronger, but so on. So every day you get better. What I love about motorcycle riding is because you're out there on your own. You're in your helmet, you've got your own thoughts. Not being hassled by anybody. People say it's the corners. Yes, I love going around corners. I just love everything about motorcycling. I just love I've never ever had to go on a bike going, oh, I've got to go get on the bike now. It's always, yeah, I'm going for a ride.
If you see Ian on the side of the road with his camera when you're out for a ride, then jump onto the WHEELIE PICS Facebook page and check out his photos, and also support this great local business. Ian is a great bloke and an absolute gentleman. And remember, we're giving away this Segura Waltz summer jacket valued at $220, courtesy of Motorcycle Stuff. Again, a big thanks to Div and Motorcycle Stuff for the giveaway, so get over to the website and check them out, or if you're in Sydney, check out the shop in St Peters. I'll be announcing the winner at the end of next week's episode, which will be the last for this year, but we'll be back bigger and better in 2022 with a heap of new stories, as well as some new Pi Run motorcycle reviews. In the meantime, stay safe, and remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can ride a motorcycle, and that's kind of the same thing.